Okay, so in this question it reads, a slingshot fires a stone parallel to the ground. And that's what we see here in A. And exactly at the same time, an identical stone is dropped from the same height as the slingshot. And that's what we see here in B. And the question is, which stone will touch the ground first, assume no air friction, and if at the same time, then mark C. So let's take a closer look at A. Again, in this case, the stone is being shot parallel to the ground from the slingshot. So if we consider what forces are acting on the stone, again, it's being shot from the slingshot and parallel to the ground. So this means the force acting upon the stone from the slingshot will only have an X component, or only have a horizontal component. If the slingshot was tilted a little up, a little down, then the force from the slingshot could have both an X and a Y component. But because it's being shot parallel to the ground, we only have an X component. At the same time, we will have the force of gravity acting upon the stone, G, and I'll say negative G to indicate the direction downwards, which means that the overall trajectory will be something like this, down and to the right. And then if we do the same sort of force analysis on situation B, in this case, we have somebody simply releasing the stone from the same height that the stone is shot at from the slingshot. So in this case, there's only one force acting upon the stone, which is the force of gravity. So again, negative G. And there are no other forces acting on the stone. So unlike the slingshot, which is given an X or a horizontal component by virtue of the tension of this rubber band, in this case, this is the only force. There will be no X component. So if we return to the question, which stone will touch the ground first? Well, they do have different X components, but it's irrelevant. Their vertical components are identical. They are both only being acted upon in the downward direction by the force of gravity. So because they're both equal to negative G, they will hit the ground at the same time, and the answer is C.